Hello and welcome to Titanium Chaos Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Scorpio. Okay, so this is for any planet or star you have in your chart under Scorpio. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks as I read. If not, they will be in the description box below, so no worries. And with that being said, my gorgeous Cancers, let's get it. No, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio moon myself. Let's get into our cards. Yeah. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the 8 of Autumn. 8 of Autumn. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the World. Aww. The World. With the 9 of Autumn at the bottom of the deck. Nice. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Prince of Winter. Yeah. Alright, so please, angels and guides, Hermit in the reverse. Let's see. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the Queen of Spring. Queen of Spring. With the Awakening card. Cancer got this card. This is awesome. The World is number 21 and the Awakening card is number 12. So it was very interesting to see those number sequence. It's cool. Yes. So now to clarify. By the way, I use selenite on my decks if anyone's interested. It's time to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Think of everything. Okay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the 8 of Autumn is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please, why is the 8 of Autumn here? And you got Los Cunas, followed by Gotcha. Surprise! And the Soul Shrinker. Yep. Okay. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. Why is the World here followed by the 9 of Autumn? So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. Why are the world and the Nine of Autumn here for them? You got the Fairies of the future with ecstasis at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Maiden. Ooh la la, I like. And Sylvanus, even more of an ooh la la. Personally, you might not like it, but I do. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. I just Cancer. Please come forward and share why the Prince of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. Please come forward and share. And you got the Dark Lady. Cancer also got this card with Indy at the bottom of the deck, followed by Taum the Poet. Ooh. Young man. And Pohariel of the Waters. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. This is what happens when you watch too much BGT or AGT. Britain or America's Got Talent. Very interesting. So, for the fourth set, you have the Queen of Spring and the Awakening card. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why the Queen of Spring and the Awakening card are both here for the fourth set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share. And you got the Singer of Healing, ooh la la, as well as Mike the Myomancer, and Epona's Wild Daughter. As well as Death, followed by the Guardian at the Gate, followed by the Singer of the Chalice. You have 4 energy cards. What? From the Brian Froud. So this is Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle, if I have not mentioned it. Anyway, the decks are going to be in the box below. So I think I mentioned don't fret. Okay, so the first card, my gorgeous Scorpios, is the 8 of Autumn, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, which talks of do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So go delving deeper in what you are doing, learning more about what it is that you are doing. Yep. Getting more details on it. Yep. And so the reason for that, is Los Cunas. Now, Los Cunas talks of sunken treasure, discovery of self, and adventure. Basically, you need to go within and figure out what it is that you should learn more about, that you would enjoy, that you would like. Now, it might shock you because Gotcha talks of sudden event, rude awakening. Gotcha! Surprise! As I like to call it. Sudden. Okay, actually this card says sudden shock, unexpected event, rude awakening. I was yawning all throughout Cancer reading, so bear with. Then you have the Soul Shrinker. Now the Soul Shrinker, alright, yeah, it talks of nasty stuff, like it talks of cruelty, malice, gossip, curses, destruction, but at the end of all that bad stuff, there are blessings. It's the last word describing this card. Because once everything blows over, you will figure out the blessings that are left behind. Right? The silver lining, if you will. Now, the second set, alright, starts with the World. And then moves on to the Nine of Autumn. Now, the World talks of a completion. Well, it says brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, right? A journey that is now complete. You've completed a cycle. You can go forward. This card to me is like the hummingbird card. It's like a hummingbird. So basically, this flying creature can go in any direction it wants. It can go up, down, sideways, backwards, forwards. On a slant. In French we'd say oblique. I don't know how specifically how you'd say it in English. That's why I'm saying slant. So once you become able to go in any direction you want at any given moment by the change of thoughts, alright, that will allow you to tap into the Nine of Autumn energy. Now the Nine of Autumn energy, alright, talks of reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Yep. You have completed a cycle, you have gotten better, and so now is your time to indulge in what you've created, is what I'm picking up on. And that is exactly what you're doing. You're indulging. Possibly in a decadent dessert. Why not, hey? Now, the cards clarifying that are fairies of the future who talk of being here now to receive guidance while you're moving forward. Alright? Now, guidance. Yeah. To receive guidance while you're moving forward with your life. And this movement forward will allow you to tap into the ecstasis card, or the ecstasis energy, which is ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. You are over the moon with joy and bliss and happiness and all that fun stuff. Now the next card is the Maiden. Now the Maiden talks of an auspicious beginning, birth, growth, hope, and joy. I also wrote blank slate on this card. So to me, it's like you're starting a whole new cycle. Completely new. Devoid or void. Like without any like preconceived notions of what needs to happen. Right? Then you have Sylvanus. Now Sylvanus talks of truth cutting through deception, gaining clarity. So you now know something you did not know before. You did not know this while you were going through the cycle, but now that you've completed the cycle, you know it very well. Right? And you've learned something about yourself and about the surrounding circumstances, which is amazing. Next, you have the Prince of Winter. Now, the Prince of Winter is a intellectual, determined, and focused and impulsive individual. Okay, it says seek out an intellectual solution to your problems, the need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. What just popped into my mind at this moment was reactionary. Just that this person is reacting to something. Isn't really making something happen. They are just reacting to let it be their thoughts or something that actually happened in real life, right? I still have the YMCA song in my head. YMCA. Something to say at the YMCA. And now what came to mind is the mashup from the first Shrek movie. Do you really want to hurt me? Ow! Do you really want to make me cry? Stay alive, stay alive. Huh? Huh? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Okay, I'm completely and utterly going off the rails here. Now, the first card clarifying the Prince of Winter is the Dark Lady. Now, the Dark Lady talks of unconscious powers and wisdom, rituals, mysteries, secrets. Following your impulses is good, okay? But being when I say impulse, I mean intuitive nudges. Something that Esther Hicks talks of a lot. Write that down. You could say that is kind of like your intuition poking you and saying, hey, look at that. You don't see my finger. Look at that. Ain't that awesome? Something along those lines. Then you have indie. Now, maybe you're not quite used to it. Not quite used to focusing your impulses or focusing your intuitive nudges. And so that's why you just let it, you don't necessarily listen to them. And you're like caught between a rock and a hard place deciding if you should listen to it or not, because some of them are really outrageous. Like I can tell you that myself, it's outrageous and makes no sense sometimes. That's why indie is here, because you're indecisive about it. Indie talks of indecisive, wishy-washy commitment, decision making. So a way for you to be able to harness your impulses and transform them into intuitive nudges is to harness, to not think about it, but just be like, hey, I had this impulse, why don't I follow it? Yeah. But my father was talking to me about this. He said, set an intention, and then your impulses will lead you to your intention. Because the intention is like the guiding light that will like guide all your thoughts and all your things towards what it is you want. But so depending on that, the impulses will come to you. It's not like the impulses never come. They always come. Everything is always happening all at once. The only difference is, are you able to see it? Now I understand why they say time is cyclical. Everything is happening all at once at the same time. The only difference is if you are able to notice and take advantage of it. Yes. That's what they mean by saying everything is happening at once, simultaneously. Now the next thing, at least that's what I believe. Okay, so the next card is Taum the Poet. Now Taum, if you can see, he's looking at something very intently, which to me would be like a researcher. They're completely mesmerized by this. They are focused on it. They are not looking elsewhere. They are laser focused, and they are observing it and studying it and taking notes and all those fun stuff, right? So to me, that would be like a researcher. figuring out what they are looking at so that they can pull out the most informative juice as possible so they can study later. So that is, I feel like the Prince of Winter is slowly moving away from his impulsiveness, and he's deciding to go towards the decision that he needs to make, and so he is buckling down and observing everything with a monocle or glasses, if you will. And there's no monocle here, but for some reason I felt like saying that word. Now the next card is Pohariel of the Waters. Now Pohariel talks of gracefully accepting change. So, and I feel like that's what the Prince of Winter is doing. He's gracefully accepting, moving out of this impulsive attitude to this decisive attitude, which would really bring a wonderful change in his reality. Now the next set starts off with the Queen of Spring and the Awakening card. Alright, now the Queen of Spring talks of a loyal, brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly individual. It says, believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. So finding the perfect balance for you in what you're doing. And then you have the Awakening card, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. Now, and notice how his head is illuminated. So it says, change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. I feel like this Prince of Winter that is going through a transformation, if he wants to become a more friendly, loyal, and brilliant type of person, meaning from moving away from the Prince of Winter to the Princess of Spring energy, he absolutely needs to change his viewpoint on certain things, and he will need to embrace his uniqueness, as well as taking a temporary pause in action. Now the cards clarifying that is that doing that will allow him to heal his body, mind, and spirit, which is amazing. Then you have Mike the Myomancer. Now Mike talks of small clues, details everywhere, patience. Yep. So I feel like your healing will only be... what am I trying to say? Your healing will only be enhanced if you look at it like different parts of a whole. Meaning it's not one big... It is one big thing, but those big things have separate stages that you need to do. Like you need to heal this first and then heal that. And blah blah blah, you know, for example, the healing talks of healing of mind, body, and spirit, but I mean, to a certain extent, if your body's not healed, nothing else functions. And I can say this through personal experience. You are not necessarily in the right headspace for you to start thinking philosophical thoughts. You know, you're more interested in your daily, in your everyday, like 3D needs while you're healing. Next, you have Epona's wild daughter. Now, Epona's daughter talks of inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. So something is changing. You are going through something that might seem difficult at the time, but just know it is completely beneficial for you. It will be at the end. It's only here to help you grow, expand as a soul. Okay? Next you have the Death card. Now the Death card talks of timely ending, release, liberation. Natural timely ending, release, liberation. So something is coming to an end in due time. And that is what you are noticing in the hangman position. You're like, this no longer serves me, so bye-bye. And once you make that shift, once you tell it goodbye, you will be able to move through a gate. You will be able to say hello to the guardian at the gate, which talks of passage to new life, openings, gatekeepings. So things are moving up. You are evolving. You are moving up in your life. Next, you have the Singer of the Chalice. Now, the Singer of the Chalice talks of trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. And once you make that shift, what will be basically, this brings you back to the Queen of Spring. The thing that you will be able to do is tap into your joy, your friendliness, your talent, your creativity. Sorry. And you are going to become more attractive to people around you. So, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment. Because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.